What if I told you that one of the most dangerous things you can do after 70 is something you probably do every single day without even thinking about it? Not climbing a ladder, not walking on ice, not carrying groceries up the stairs, just walking across your own home. From the bedroom to the kitchen, from the living room to the bathroom, from the front door to your favorite chair. That is where many of the most serious falls begin. And here is the part most people never hear. In many cases, the problem is not weakness alone. It is not age alone. It is not bad luck alone. It is the way you walk. One small change in your walking pattern can reduce your risk, improve your balance, and help your body move the way it was designed to move. It does not require special equipment. It does not require a gym membership, and it does not require you to become an athlete overnight. It starts with your very next step. I am Dr. Elias Novak, and after years of working with older adults, I can tell you that I have seen the same pattern again and again. Someone takes a fall, and when I ask what happened, they often say the same thing. I wasn't doing anything risky. I was just walking. I don't know how it happened. And they are telling the truth. Because the danger usually does not begin with one dramatic moment. It begins quietly. A person becomes a little more cautious. Their steps get a little shorter. Their feet stop lifting as much. Their eyes drop toward the floor. Their body leans slightly forward. Their arms stop swinging naturally. And over time, what feels like careful walking slowly becomes unstable walking. That is what makes this so important. The movement starts to feel normal, even though it is becoming more dangerous month by month. Today, I want to show you the one simple change that can begin correcting that pattern immediately. I will explain why it matters, what it does inside the body, and how you can train it safely at home so it starts to feel natural again. And if you stay with me until the end, I will also walk you through a simple set of exercises that can help make this walking change stronger, safer, and easier to maintain. The dangerous walking habit I want to talk about is this: walking with your feet too low to the ground and your weight too far forward. You have seen this before, and maybe you have noticed it in yourself. The steps are short, the feet slide more than they lift, the knees barely come up, the head tilts downward, the upper body leans ahead of the hips. The person is trying to be careful, but their body is no longer moving in a stable, flowing pattern. This kind of walking often feels safer because it feels cautious, but in reality, it creates the perfect setup for a fall. Why? Because when your feet do not clear the ground properly, even a tiny obstacle becomes a threat. A wrinkle in a rug, a doorway threshold, a small crack in the sidewalk, a slipper that is not fully on, a corner of a bath mat, a garden hose outside, a pet toy left in the wrong place. When your foot is lifting only a little, it does not take much to catch it. And when your body is already leaning forward, there is very little time to recover once that toe catches. The body is already moving ahead. The momentum is already going in the wrong direction. That is why so many falls happen fast and without warning. Now here is the simple change that can help protect you. I want you to begin each step by lifting the foot clearly, reaching slightly forward, and letting the heel touch the ground first. That is the change. Lift, place, heel first. It sounds small. It may even sound too simple. But this one adjustment can change the mechanics of your entire walk. When you land heel first, several good things begin happening at once. First, your foot clears the ground better before it comes down, which lowers your chance of tripping. Second, your stride becomes more natural and slightly longer, which improves forward movement and rhythm. Third, your body is more likely to stay upright instead of collapsing into that forward-leaning shuffle. Fourth, the muscles that help protect you while walking, especially around the hips, thighs, and core, begin working more effectively again. And fifth, your nervous system starts reconnecting to a more stable walking pattern. That matters more than most people realize. Walking is not just about legs. Walking is also a conversation between the brain, the inner ear, the eyes, the feet, the hips, and the core. When that conversation gets timid, stiff, and incomplete, balance suffers. But when the pattern becomes clearer and more organized, the whole body functions better. That is why one small change can create a much larger result. Now let me explain what this should actually feel like. As you step, do not slide your foot forward close to the floor. Lift it enough to clear the ground. Reach at a comfortable distance ahead of you. Let the heel touch first. Then allow the weight to roll through the foot as the other leg begins its step. You are not stomping. You are not exaggerating. You are not marching like a soldier. You are simply restoring a cleaner, safer walking pattern. And there is one more part of this that matters just as much. Keep your eyes forward, not down at your feet. That may sound counterintuitive. Many older adults look down because they are afraid of tripping, but constantly looking down often pushes the head and upper body forward, which throws balance off even more. Your body follows where your head goes. When the head drops, posture changes. When posture changes, the walk becomes less stable. So I want you to think of it this way. Eyes forward, chest tall, lift the foot, place the heel. That is the pattern. Now, if you are listening to this and thinking, that sounds good, but my body does not naturally do that anymore, do not worry. That is exactly why practice matters. The goal is not perfection on day one. The goal is repetition. Your body learns what it repeats. If you have spent months or years walking with short, shuffling steps, that pattern has become familiar. But familiar is not the same as safe. With practice, your body can learn a better pattern again. Let me walk you through a simple training routine that supports this change. The first exercise is the conscious heel walk. Stand in a hallway or open area where you can lightly touch a wall or countertop if needed. Walk slowly for 10 steps. With each step, think about 4 things only. Lift the foot, reach gently forward, land on the heel, keep your eyes ahead. That is it. Do not rush. This is not exercise for speed. This is practice for precision. Walk 10 steps, turn carefully, and walk 10 steps back. Repeat that 3 times. This exercise teaches the walking pattern directly. It helps rebuild awareness and confidence. Most importantly, it turns walking from something automatic and sloppy into something intentional and protective. The second exercise is the standing knee lift. Stand behind a sturdy chair. Hold it lightly for balance. Lift one knee slowly, then lower it with control. Then lift the other. Continue alternating. Do not fling the leg upward. Lift with control. The purpose here is to wake up the muscles that help your foot clear the ground while walking. If those muscles are not working well, your foot stays too low, and your chance of tripping goes up. Do 10 to 15 lifts on each side. As you get stronger, notice whether it becomes easier to pick the foot up without leaning backward. That is a sign your hip muscles are beginning to help again. The third exercise is slow walking with posture. Many people practice stepping, but forget posture. That is a mistake. Stand tall. Imagine a string gently lifting the top of your head upward. Relax your shoulders. Keep your chest open. Now walk very slowly across the room while maintaining that posture. Then add the walking cue. Lift the foot, place it forward, and land heel first. This teaches your body that safer walking is not just about the feet. It is about the entire position of the body over the feet. If you lean too far forward, even a good step becomes less stable. Upright posture gives that step a better foundation. The fourth exercise is stride practice. Place 2 small markers on the floor, such as pieces of tape, at a comfortable distance apart. Nothing extreme, just enough to remind your body that your steps should move forward, not stay tiny and cramped. Now practice stepping so your heel lands near the target area. This encourages a natural, safer stride length. A very short step often feels cautious, but it can actually reduce stability by making the movement stiff and incomplete. A comfortable forward step helps restore the rhythm of walking. The fifth exercise is the obstacle step over. Use something soft and low, such as a rolled towel on the floor. Stand near a wall or sturdy support. Walk toward it slowly. Lift one foot enough to clear the object. Step over. Then lift the other foot and clear it fully. This exercise is powerful because real life is full of small obstacles. Practicing the act of noticing, lifting, and clearing helps the brain and body prepare for those moments before they happen unexpectedly. Now, before you try any of these, I want to give you an important safety reminder. If you have severe balance problems, recent surgery, significant pain, dizziness, numbness that affects control of your feet, or any condition that makes walking unsafe, please speak with your physician or physical therapist before starting. Always practice near support. Move slowly. Wear safe footwear or use a secure, non-slippery surface. And if anything feels wrong, stop. There is no benefit in pushing through instability. The goal is safer movement, not forcing progress. Now let us talk about what happens if you practice this consistently. At first, the change may feel awkward. That is normal. New patterns often feel strange, especially when the old pattern has been repeated for a long time. But then something begins to happen. You start noticing that your steps feel cleaner. You feel your foot actually clearing the floor. You feel less of that dragging, hesitant motion. Your posture begins to open up. Your walk becomes a little more confident. Your turns become more deliberate. And perhaps most importantly, you start feeling less afraid of the floor beneath you. That matters deeply, because the fear of falling does not just affect the body, it changes behavior. It makes people avoid movement. It makes them walk less, go out less, do less, trust themselves less. And the less they move, the weaker and less steady they become. That is the vicious cycle we want to break. A better walking pattern does more than reduce trips. It helps restore trust. Trust in your feet, trust in your legs, trust in your ability to move through your own life. That kind of independence is not a luxury. It is one of the foundations of healthy aging. Being able to walk to the bathroom at night without panic, to answer the door confidently, to carry a cup of tea from the kitchen, to go outside for fresh air, to visit family, to move around your home without constantly feeling at risk. These are not small things. They are everything. So if you remember only one message from today, let it be this. Do not let your steps become quiet little shuffles that keep stealing safety from you. Lift the foot. Place it forward. Land on the heel. Keep your eyes ahead, and give your body the chance to relearn the walking pattern that protects it. I am Dr. Elias Novak, and I want you to know that even after 70, improvement is absolutely possible. The body responds to what it practices, not all at once, not overnight, but steadily, meaningfully, and often more than people expect. The next safer step you take does not begin next month. It begins the next time you stand up. And I would love to hear from you. Have you noticed yourself taking shorter steps lately, especially when you are tired or walking indoors? Let me know your age and where you are watching from. Your story may encourage someone else more than you realize. If this helped you, stay connected for more practical senior health guidance designed to keep you strong, steady, and independent for as long as possible. And as always, take good care of yourself, one